And now from the desk of the superintendent's office, it's time for Super News.
Hi, I'm Alex Schneider.
Hi, and I'm Barry Lemoyne, and welcome to this edition of Super News. We'll start things off with some good news as our school performance scores continue to rise. Recently, the Louisiana Department of Education released school and district school performance scores. The district scored a 98.3, an increase from the prior year, ranking us as one of the better districts in the state. And for the third time in a row, Chalmette High School was named as an A school, a reflection of the excellent education being provided in grades 9 through 12, as well as all of the great work done in our elementary and middle schools. Thanks to all of our hardworking students and teachers for your efforts and our success.
And speaking of success, the streak continues for over 25 years. The St. Bernard Parish School District has received awards of excellence from the Government Finance Officers Association and the Association of School Business Officials for our impeccable bookkeeping. Over the years, the school district has been tasked with handling hundreds of millions of dollars, and thanks to the work of David Fernandez and our business department, we have been commended for our responsible and ethical use of funds. Never once has there been findings of non-compliance, need for audit adjustments, or suggestions for changes in internal control. What does all that mean? The St. Bernard Parish School District takes its responsibility as financial stewards of taxpayer dollars very seriously. And speaking of fiscal responsibility, here is information about the upcoming Millage Renewal.
On November 18th of this year, the voters of St. Bernard Parish will have the opportunity to vote on 3 propositions regarding millages assessed in support of our school system. To help us better understand these propositions, here is Superintendent Doris Voce.
There are 3 propositions on the ballot that were passed decades ago, and every 10 years we have to go back to the taxpayers to renew these millages. So they're not any new taxes, they're just our current taxes that we're asking taxpayers to renew. What it does is finance the salaries and benefits of our employees. It's to purchase new school buses, to provide instructional materials and supplies and textbooks, and to help us maintain the facilities we have to provide those opportunities for our students. It's very important that we all get out to support our students and our community.
The ballot for this election is very small, so voter turnout is crucial. Thanks for all you do to support public education, and remember, it takes a village to educate a child. And speaking of good streaks, for the 4th consecutive year, Chalmette High School boasts being home to a National Merit semifinalist. Megan St. Angelo is one of 16,000 students in the nation to receive this prestigious honor, and we are proud to recognize her for her exemplary work in the classroom.
I would like to thank everyone who has supported me, including the faculty, teachers, my friends, and my family, for helping me get to the point I am now.
In other news, our schools recently celebrated Red Ribbon Week, which focused on building student awareness about issues concerning drugs and alcohol. This year's theme was Your Future is Key, so stay drug-free. Here is just a glimpse of the number of programs and events that were all part of the Red Ribbon outreach.
Also taking place recently were the many fall events and activities throughout our school district. From the wildly successful Boo on the Bayou that saw 3,000 people in attendance to the recent Literacy Weeks and Guest Reader Days, our schools and community are true partners in education.
The silly turkey swinging from a vine, gobble gobble, wibble wobble, whoops. Now there are only 9. Very good.
Have you had a chance to check out the Planetarium yet? The month of December has several great shows at the MoMA Center for both kids and adults. From black holes to the Nutcracker Dancing Light Show, there is something for everyone. Show dates are December 14th, 15th, 16th, and 19th. Visit our website and Facebook page to find out more information about this out-of-the-world facility.
And now it's time for some of our teacher features as presented by the members of our school board.
A legend at Chalmette High School. This month we salute Mr. Tom Duggar for his unwavering dedication to the students of Chalmette High. Mr. Duggar is one of the finest English teachers in our school district. Alongside teaching, Mr. Duggar also devotes his spare time to producing first-rate plays and being a senior class sponsor. He is truly one of a kind, and we are lucky to have him.
You saw that title page, usually at the very bottom, they name the publisher. And there's cities and stuff with the publisher. You don't need all the cities, you just need the publisher.
Mrs. Arnona at Arlene Miro Elementary School is our elementary teacher feature this month. Mrs. Arnona serves as the kindergarten teacher leader and the school's webmaster. She does an excellent job of keeping all parents, stakeholders, and community up to date on all the great things happening at the school. The St. Bernard Parish School Board is grateful to have such a positive and inspiring educator as a member of our teaching corps.
Good. Our volunteers are the heart of our schools. This month, we'd like to have a shout out to Mr. Rocky Barrow, who volunteers his time at the athletic teams at St. Bernard Middle School. Mr. Barrow assists us with coaching volleyball, football, soccer, and softball. Thanks to you, Mr. Barrow, for helping our Eagles soar.
Well, that will just about do it for this edition of Super News. But before we go, we want to give a quick shout out to the Chalmette High School girls volleyball team that went undefeated in district play this year and made the playoffs for the 29th time in 30 years. Our boys football team that made it to the playoffs again. And our CHS band and auxiliary groups who excelled at that recent regional LMEA band competition, earning all superior ratings for the first time in 30 years. It's a great time to be an owl.
Hoot that! Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on Super News, where we always let the Super News roll. We'll see you next time.